Poltergeist, perhaps one of the most famous horror movies of all time. Not only is it rumored that the movie is cursed, but rather the entire trilogy. These iconic films are terrifying in themselves, but what is more chilling is the horrific events that plagued the cast members after the director yelled, "Cut." Most scary movies, even if based on true events, exaggerate the storyline to make the movie more frightening. That includes using props to bring the set to life. Props can be an expensive part of making movies, unless you know how to get around using them. For those of us who have seen the original Poltergeist, you should be familiar with the scene where Diane, played by JoBeth Williams, falls into a family pool filled with skeletons. What the cast did not know at the time was those skeletons were real. Williams said, quote, "I assumed they were prop skeletons made out of plastic or rubber. I found out, as did the crew, that they were using real skeletons because it's far too expensive to make fake skeletons out of rubber." End quote. Now, these claims have never been verified, but said to be the reason for the curse surrounding these films. This must not have sat well with the cast because on the set of the second Poltergeist movie, Taylor, played by Will Sampson, went alone to the set late at night and performed an exorcism. So, did the exorcism work? It is said that afterwards the cast felt relieved. However, it was at this point things went from creepy to fatal. In 1987, Sampson had undergone a heart-lung transplant and died of malnutrition and post-operative kidney failure at the age of 53. It is believed that his death was connected to the curse. In November 1982, just a few months after the first film was released, actress Dominique Dunne, who played the oldest sister, Dana, was senselessly murdered by her ex-boyfriend. She was strangled on her own driveway. Although Dunne survived the attack initially, she was left in a lifeless coma. After being on life support for 5 days, Dunne was taken off and sadly passed away. The actress is only 22 years old. Months before the sequel came out in theaters, Kane, played by Julian Beck, died of stomach cancer at age 60. Carol Ann, played by Heather O'Rourke, is probably the most remembered character in these films. Even if you have not seen any of the movies, you probably know the popular catchphrase, "They're here." O'Rourke was, unfortunately, not spared by the curse. This 12-year-old passed away due to cardiac arrest and septic shock caused by a misdiagnosed intestinal issue. She passed away several months before the release of the third and final Poltergeist film. Richard Lawson faced a near-death experience in 1992. Lawson was aboard a plane that crashed, killing almost half of the persons on board. One of the last unfortunate occurrences that happened to a Poltergeist cast member was that of Lou Perryman, who played Pugsley in the first film. When in his home, Perryman was attacked and murdered with an axe at the age of 67 by an ex-convict who had just been recently released from prison. So, is the Poltergeist trilogy cursed? Was it the real skeletons used on set that caused this? Perhaps it was the exorcism done by Sampson that inadvertently brought about evil spirits. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to become part of our fearless community.